Think about it, you couldn't really bank on some of the woke madness stories that we bring you here on the show. Every day you sort of see them and think, no, this can't be true. Surely, people are pandering just simply to be, frightened of not being cancelled, or the cancel culture as they call it. Over here, in the United Kingdom, apparently, one of the leading lights of our British police force said, he did actually partly agree with just the Just Stop Oil protesters, and he did feel that some of their tactics, possibly not the right thing, in part he did agree with it. How on earth do we sort anything out if you have these people that are in part agreement with people? It's incredible, isn't it? These people are disrupting lives, businesses, and hospital appointments, people trying to get around the world. Very difficult, isn't it? These particular stories really caught my eye because simply you think, this can't be true. Now recently I went to a bank to try and get a brand new credit card. Very swiftly I was taken into an office and they said, oh yes, no problem. Sit down, etc. Have you got your card? Yes. Then they told me, oh right, what you need to do is go online and you can do it. So I said, what's the point of that? Oh I said, I'm here now, can't you do it? No, you have to go online and do it. So this girl knew this was ludicrous, but she couldn't really do anything about it. Which brings me to the latest woke story today, because a bank over here in the United Kingdom, the HSBC, get this, is agreeing to the fact that if people want to gender assign transgender, they would be supportive and in some cases offering assistance with payment for this so that they can become the person they wish to be. Right, you can't get a credit card, but you can pop in for a bit of surgery to change your alleged sex. You get the picture. Gets worse, over on British Airways, which had to lay off thousands of people during the pandemic and suffered a massive loss of income, which hasn't really recovered. People are not going back in the numbers that they had before. They've now decided that if a male pilot wants to wear full makeup and carry a handbag to work, that's acceptable. They're relaxing their uniform rules. We brought you this one, didn't we, a while back with another airline, Virgin Atlantic, who basically said men, women, whatever, can dress in any way they want. Absolutely. Never mind the customer who may feel uncomfortable, who's paying. It's all about them after all. They're the business. What's interesting here, as I say, is British Airways always had a very, very strong reputation for being smart and, more importantly, well groomed for their staff. Where does this leave the real ladies of British Airways? And more importantly, if the male pilots are allowed to wear full makeup and carry a handbag into the cockpit, will they be offering wash and blows mid-air? I mean, who knows, It's fascinating, isn't it, to think where we're actually at. And then these businesses, when they crumble, they seemingly wonder why. But more importantly right now, it's not about you and me being the customer that truly matters. It's about pandering to the minorities that may, they feel, go big, public, and damage the reputation of these once loved, iconic businesses. But seemingly, are they damaging them all on their own with their ludicrous ideas and, of course, woke ideology? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.